We use timelines to make sense of the past. They help us understand what came before what. They give history a sense of order. Most of the time, they work surprisingly well, but every timeline is built on assumptions, and some of those assumptions are not as solid as we might think. When we look at ancient history, we often imagine a clear sequence. Stone tools, then metals, small settlements, then cities, simple structures, then complex ones. It feels logical, but logic is not the same as certainty. Historical timelines are not discovered, they are constructed. They are built from fragments, from broken tools, from scattered remains, from layers of soil and stone, and from interpretation. In many cases, we don't date an object directly. We date what surrounds it, the layer it was found in, the material nearby. This works well until it doesn't, because sometimes the layers are disturbed. Floods move sediment. Earthquakes shift foundations. Entire landscapes are reshaped over time. And when that happens, the timeline becomes less clear. This is where things become less clear. Not dramatic, just uncertain. There are sites where estimated dates have changed by thousands of years. Not because new discoveries were made, but because interpretations changed. The same stones, the same location, a different conclusion. That doesn't mean history is wrong. It means history is careful. Revisions are not failures. They are part of the process. But revisions also tell us something important. They tell us that timelines are not fixed. They evolve as new evidence appears or as old evidence is re-examined. What we know today may not be what we know tomorrow. This is especially true the further back we go. The deeper we move into the past, the fewer records we have, fewer structures remain, more gaps appear. These gaps are not proof of anything, but they are not meaningless either. A gap is a signal. It marks the edge of what we currently understand. In some periods, history feels continuous. In others, it feels fragmented. Centuries pass with little explanation. Cultures appear already developed. Techniques seem to arrive without a clear origin. This does not prove a hidden past, but it raises a question. How confident should we be in timelines built from incomplete evidence? This series is not about replacing one certainty with another. It is about understanding how we know what we know, and where that knowledge begins to thin. In the next video, we'll look at what happens when timelines don't align, when the same site is given very different dates, depending on how it is examined. For now, it's enough to recognize one thing. History is not a finished story, it's an ongoing investigation, and some parts of the past are still open questions.